Hello, my beautiful and blessed people. Today's message I am going to take in from our beautiful Amazon, where I am now, where I am from, where my roots lie. It's dry season now, so during a wet season, we call a wet season, it's when we have a lot of rain and this water rises all the way up to there, and all of this just gets covered with water. And during the dry season, it was even drier. It was even further out. But now we are starting to fill up again. And that's our beautiful sun setting behind us. The sunsets here are very different than anywhere I have seen in the world. Let me see if we can get him. I want us to watch him from back there. It's different from anywhere that I have seen in the world. Because it almost seems like it's further away than it really is. I don't know. It's hard to explain. And even more different around this time of the year. I want to start. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I figured we just go with the flow, right? It's very hot. It's very humid still. They have been burning the jungle, as you guys heard from my I don't know if you got to see the previous video, but they're burning the jungle. They have been doing that for a very long time. And it breaks my heart. I don't want to go into that right now because it makes me very emotional. And I think all of us are going through a phase right now where we're going through these transformations, right? I'm going to be itching all over the place because there are mosquitoes. We're all going through this transformation, and the emotions that come along with it are just so strong. We're all going through these like roller coaster of emotions. I don't know for you guys, but I just have been up and down, up and down, up and down. One moment I am happy, another moment I am extremely bothered by something. Then I am venting or trying to control myself from losing my shit. Then being very annoyed, to being very sensitive, to crying about, so many different things. I'll be in the middle of a conversation and all of a sudden I'm feeling super emotional. And it's important. It's important for us to be able to let ourselves feel those feelings, right? For us to express ourselves. Don't be afraid to express yourself. I don't want to cover the sun because I want us to take that in as well. So let me move over to the side a little bit more. You have to let yourself feel these emotions. You have to go within your emotions. If you have to cry, let yourself cry. If you have to let somebody know how you feel, let them know how you feel. Regardless of what's going to be said, or if, of course, you still have to be gentle, right? Try to be gentle and kind with your words, but don't hold things in. Because when you hold in self-expression, especially when you are trying to create boundaries, or when you are letting people not know how you truly feel, the only damage, I know sometimes we hold ourselves back because we don't want to cause damage to that other person, right? We don't want to hurt that other person. But at the end of the day, the person you are hurting the most is yourself. Is yourself, because you're not expressing what's bothering you. You're not letting people know the truth in your heart. And even though sometimes people might use your truth against you, at least you know where you stand. And that's what's important, is that you know where you stand. You know what is your truth. And your truth is not my truth. And neither does it have to be the same, because we're all in this individual journey. We are all here learning from each other. But if we don't express ourselves freely, then we are keeping ourselves back from being truthful. We are keeping ourselves from learning the true purpose of human interaction. And it's important for you to be able to conversate. I actually got into a fight with my mother today. Not a fight, I would say, right? A disagreement. I got into a disagreement with my mother today because I said things that she didn't want to hear, but things that had to be said. Could my tone have been better? Absolutely. Absolutely. But also sometimes in the heat of the moment, you also use that to be able to express what you're feeling, right? You shouldn't be screaming at people. But sometimes we do speak in a strong way. I have a very, very strong character. Even though when I'm speaking to you guys here, I'm using more of a mellow tone, and speaking a lot lower, at a much lower vibration than I usually do at all times, because it's different, right? I'm sharing a message from the heart. So it has to flow. It has to flow in harmony so that you're able to open up your heart to what I'm saying. And it's hard for you to keep a tone like this in the middle of an argument. And I said things to her today and she goes like, you know what? You're my daughter. You shouldn't be trying to correct me and teach me things because I'm the mother here. And that's an issue. It's an issue because despite her being my mom and her being older, we are still here to learn from each other. And just like she teaches me things and has taught me things that make me the woman that I am today, because she is my foundation, I still know things that are different. I think differently. Did he disappear? He disappeared just like that. I didn't even notice. And usually we see it more. But there's so much smoke. All of that, it's not that it's cloudy, it's smoke from the burning jungle. And sorry, I lost track, right? But that's what she was. She was upset because I was telling her things that she didn't want to hear, and that it felt even worse coming from her daughter, right? Because she feels that since she is the mother, that I shouldn't be trying to teach her things. But that's one thing that you shouldn't be afraid of. Don't be afraid to speak your truth, no matter who it is. No matter who it is, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be standing there with your truth, with whom you are, with what's inside of you. And if you are speaking from your heart and you are being truthful to yourself and genuine to the other person, or whatever it is that you're expressing yourself to, nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong because you're moving in truth. And I think that's what it's important. The message pretty much is for you to not be afraid to express yourself. Don't be afraid to create boundaries for yourself, healthy boundaries. Because it doesn't mean also that you're going to block everybody off. You got to create healthy boundaries, healthy relationships around you where you are going to be learning from one another. Be more receptive. Be more receptive to criticism. It's so important. I remember how upset I used to get when somebody would try to tell me something, or someone would try to tell me that I was doing something incorrectly, or to criticize my character or the way that I am. I used to get so upset. It used to trigger such an ugly part of me, and I would flip out. But it's because I wasn't open to the change. Because then, at that time, I believed that I was perfect just the way I was, and that nothing needed to change. But the truth is that we are in constant change. We are always changing. Just like Mother Nature. Just like this sunset right now that I'm used to seeing it for years, since I was a child, and now the sun just disappeared. Even with that change, right? Because I came out here with the idea that you guys were going to be able to see the sunset fully. And that has changed, right? Because of the circumstances, what's going on around us, because of all of the smoke, light, now we can't see the sunset clearly. But I have to be okay with that. Does it break my heart? Does it make me sad that I can't see the sunset the same way I used to? Yes. But that's part of the change, because it's still as beautiful. I'm still here enjoying this beautiful moment and being able to share this with you. And not just that, but being able to share with you a message from the heart that doesn't only just enlighten me, but will also enlighten you, I hope, especially if you made it to the end of this video. And it's for us to be open to change. Be receptive to change. Understand that things are in constant change. Everything changes. People change. Environments change. Circumstances change. Everything. Absolutely everything. The earth, the universe, and that is the only thing we are sure of. But with that change, also create a change in yourself for the best. Start embracing who you truly are. Start embracing your characteristics, the things that are positive for you, right? And really, really pay attention to the areas in your life that you need to work on. And I don't mean just this outside reality. I mean in here. This is the change that we take on for infinite. We spend so much time in trying to change the environment around us that we forget that the change starts in here first. As within, so without. As above, so below. So therefore, that change needs to start in here. That change needs to start in your character. And that's what's most important. And let me tell you, not everybody's going to like your change. Not everybody's going to like the person that you're becoming. They're going to start judging you for that. They're going to start comparing you to things, because that's what we do as humans. They're going to start, once you start acting a certain way, they're going to start bringing back things from your past that you used to do. Or, oh, you think you're so good now. You think you're so changed. You're so better. But you used to do this, this, and that. Who gives a shit about all of that? Every day you are reborn. Every time you go to sleep and you wake up, you died and you are waking up again. You're being reborn every single day. Every single day you have the chance to do it differently. Every single day you have the chance to be better than you were yesterday. Therefore, we are rebirthing. Every time we go to sleep, we die. It's a rebirth every time you wake up. because you get that opportunity to do it again. You get that opportunity to do it again. So make it the best out of it. Find that truth inside of you that truly fills you up with love, fills you up with strength. And eventually you're going to start creating that around you. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose people that you love. You're going to lose people that you thought were there for you, that truly used to see you for who you are. And that's fine, because you're, at the end of the day, you're not losing anything. You are gaining knowledge and experience. With every circumstance, with every situation, with everything that happens to us, we are only gaining. There is no such thing as loss. You are only gaining, because even through the experience that you feel like you might have lost something, you're gaining so much more with the experience that comes from it. Because this is the Earth School, and we are here to learn. We are here to learn from each other and to become our best version. I do want to finish this off with, because we're already 16 minutes in, I want to finish this off with a poem that I wrote 2 years ago here. I wrote it actually, looking back at this. And I'm going to read it to finalize this. And again, I hope that this message was able to touch your heart in some way. I know it was a little bit all over the place, but that's just how we are these days. With all of these changes, we are kind of just all over the place, right? And that's okay. And that's okay. Things can be scattered sometimes until you start putting your puzzle together, and then they get scattered again. And it's the up and down of life. And it's beautiful because we get to be here and experience it another day. So I am thankful. Today's actually Thanksgiving. I am thankful for my life. I am thankful for you. I am thankful for us being able to share this experience with one another and to share this energy. Okay? And let's read this poem. To me, this is magical. The sound of the water, the animals and no cars, the fresh air and smell of wet soil, the wind blowing, which seems to never stop. Then I look into the horizon and see the Amazon jungle as a background to this beautiful river. Using all my senses, I close my eyes and think about all the beauty and diversity of the jungle around me, and can only thank God for creating such a masterpiece and giving me the opportunity to experience this. Wow. And even though, how ironic, right? Right now at this moment, there is no wind. There is no fresh air, because when I smell, all I can smell is smoke. There is no sound of the water because the river is dry. And you know what? It's still beautiful. It's still beautiful. Because even though I don't have those certain things, I still know that the jungle is back there, that this beauty is there, that the diversity that this amazing and beautiful place provides is still here, that the true essence of it is still here. Even though it's clouded right now and things aren't how they usually are, I know the truth of it. I know the truth of it. And it's like you knowing your truth, what's in here, you know what's deep within, what's hidden in here. And it's the same thing for our beautiful Amazon. I know what's hidden in there behind all of this smoke. And it's the beauty, it's the diversity, it's all of the magical things and multitude of experiences that can be created. And it's just like you, like the heart of the jungle. with so much strength, so much resilience, but yeah, so much beauty and diversity and just everything to offer. Just like our Mother Earth has everything to offer to us. It's the same thing that the universe has, and it's the same thing that your higher self, your spirit has for you from within, from your heart. It has everything to offer for you. Okay? I hope that you enjoyed this message. I hope you were able to get something from it. Okay, and thank you. Thank you for being part of this. I am thankful for you, and I am thankful for the energy we get to exchange. Because remember, we don't have to be in the same place, and neither do I have to know you in person, but we are in the same frequency, and we are one. You are you, I and me, but also at the same time, we are each other, right? Because we are one, and the divinity in me sees the divinity in you. And remember that I love you, and God, the universe, the creator, whatever it is that you want to call it, your higher self, your guides, your angels, and all of that loves you so much more. Mwah.